very welcome here today. I'd just like to introduce, before we begin, my colleague. This is Natasha, and I'm Patricia McKee, and we're both DESMOND educators. This section is a really important part of the programme, but we really want to give you an opportunity to have your voice and your say on how you were diagnosed with diabetes, how you found out, what symptoms you had, and like some of the charts you see along here, some of the headings, what do you believe caused your diabetes, what concerns you might have for the future with having diabetes, and then what treatments you're taking. We want to talk through what those treatments are, and hopefully it'll be a benefit when you hear everybody else's story as well.
For probably 2 years, every 6 months, I had my blood checked to see where I was on the scale, and I was then told by a nurse that it was increasing slightly, and would I like to go on a nutrition course? So I said, yes, that sounds very interesting. And through the post came all this paraphernalia about diabetes and about upon your diagnosis. And I thought, I'm going to something I haven't got it, why am I going? Anyway, turned up for the course. So I was absolutely stunned. Completely stunned. It was the first time the word diabetes had been used in a sentence with my name. So I went through the usual guilt. Had I, done this to myself? Was presented with a lot of documentation proving that I did have this. The course transformed my whole feeling because it reassured me that I hadn't done this to myself, and then they told me ways of treating it, ways of changing small things and feeling much more positive about the future.
Really helpful day, clarified a lot of information for me, as there is so much conflicting information about diabetes in magazines, newspapers and television. Made me feel I could have a lot more control of my diabetes.
The team are great at what they do. Everything came across very clear, and I'm going away with a mind full of information and suggestions to help my partner and family. This has a knock-on effect on so many of my illnesses. Thank you so much.
So I would recommend the course to anybody to give them a heads up on what they should be doing. So it was a very positive experience in the end, after a very rocky start.
I attended as a health professional. I really enjoyed the day. Informative and interactive, very motivating. I enjoyed the fact that everyone's personal journey was dealt with and all their questions were addressed, no matter how small.